Welcome to Brownsburg High School, home of the Bulldogs. And tonight it's the Pike Red Devils and the Brownsburg Bulldogs. Hi, everybody. Howard Kelman along with Dave Nicholson. And Dave, both these teams a little bit above 500.
You know, on paper, Howard, these teams look as even as you can get. The Red Devils of Pike stand at a record of 9-7. The Bulldogs at 8-7. The Red Devils average 61 points a game. The Bulldogs 64.5 points a game. And in the Indianapolis area each week, they name the Fab 15 teams. This week, they've got Brownsburg 12th and Pike 13. So two veteran coaches. It should be a wonderful game.
Okay, we'll look forward to your comments throughout this contest, and we'll have more pregame info. This is the high school basketball game of the week on TV 40. Welcome back to Brownsburg High School. The Red Devils and the Bulldogs and Dave Nicholson. The key players, will start with the visitors from Pike.
For the Red Devils, you start with their guards when you start looking at key players. At number 3 at guard, Devon Woods. He's a 5'10 sophomore, but he averages 8 points a game. His running mate at guard, number 20, Ryan Conwell. He's a leading scorer on the ball club. He's a 6'2 junior. He averages 18 points a game. Let's look at the keys to the game for Pike. Patience on offense. Sometimes they go a little quick, take the first shot rather than waiting for the first good shot. They must check Thomas. Thomas is the outstanding scorer for Bulldogs. He's averaging 23 points a game for them, and they've got some way to slow him down. The last 3 out of 4 games, he's averaged 27 points a game, so he's on a roll. And they must defend long possession because Brownsburg will be patient. They'll move the basketball. So Pike has to play defense and not play for 2 or 3 passes and then let up. They must play 5-6 pass defense. Starters for Pike tonight. Let's look at guard number 3, Devon Woods, a 5'10 sophomore. At guard number 20, Ryan Conwell, a 6'3 junior. In the middle, number 50, DeJohn Pearson, a 6'6 senior. At 1 forward, number 11, Omara Ferguson, a 6'2 junior. And number 24 at forward, Edward Jones, a 6'5 senior. Now let's take a look at the home Bulldogs tonight. Again, look at the guards. Number 4, Tyree Lackey. He's a 6'3 senior, averages 9 points a ball game for the Bulldogs. And the young man I just talked about, number 11, Pierce Thomas. He's headed for Butler next year to play collegiate basketball. He stands 6'6" tall, and he averages 23 points a game. Keys to the game for Brownsburg: avoid excessive fouls. The bench is not that deep, especially on the front line players, the size. Help from the bench. They got to get some scoring off the bench to get that 64-point average. They must be aggressive on offense. By that I mean they must attack, put the pressure on Pike's defense, drive to the basket, create the contact. Let's look at the starters for the Brownsburg Bulldogs. At guard, number 4, Tyree Lackey is a 6'3 senior. At guard, number 11, Pierce Thomas, a 6'6 senior. In the middle, number 44, Sean Tupula. He is a 6'6 junior. And at guard number 10, Quentin Bragg, a 6' senior. And at guard number 12, Kalen Carroll, a 6'3 junior.
Okay, Dave, that's our scene setter. The Red Devils and the Bulldogs next on the high school basketball game of the week on TV 40. Tonight's first quarter is brought to you by Hoosier Village in Zionsville, the premier retirement community in central Indiana. And we are ready to go. Pike and Brownsburg on a special Tuesday night edition of the Game of the Week. Edward Jones at 6'5", and Sean Tupola at 6'6" will jump center. And the tip is controlled by Pike. There are the Red Devils. Number 11 is Omari Ferguson. 3 is Devon Woods. How about this defense?
Brownsburg comes out man-to-man. You're going to see Devon Woods, number 3 in red, running the show.
There's a 3 by Ferguson. No, the battle for the rebound taken down by Pierce Thomas. Beautiful pass up court. However, the layup is missed as Quentin Bragg was underneath. And these teams pushing it up court in a hurry. Baseline jump, Edward Jones, no. And a foul put up and in by the big fellow, Dejon Pearson, 6'6" senior. And those are the first 2 points of the game. And here's a turnover, and it goes back to Pike.
You've kind of seen the setting of the tempo of the ball game here in the first half minute of this ball game. And a guy right in the middle of that last play was Pierce Thomas. He put a lot of pressure on the breakaway layup, Bragg, and caught Bragg and really caused him some problems.
Pierce Thomas knocked that ball away and forced the turnover, deflected it to a teammate. Lackey back outside to Carroll. How about this defense employed by Pike, Dave?
It looks to me like a 2-3 zone. They're matching up a little out of it, but basically it's a straight up 2-3 zone, which means Brownsburg is going to have to hit some perimeter shots. They should find shots on the wing, foul line extended, or go high-low, get it to the player cutting to the high post, dropping it down to the low post.
Lackey for 3, no, and the rebound all Pike. So here are the Red Devils leading 2-0. We've played almost 2 minutes. And that'll be an over and back. Andy Moore, Avon Nissan on US 36. 5 minutes from Avon High School, month after month, year after year. It's the #1 Nissan dealership in the greater Indianapolis area. That's where I got my Maxima, drove it here tonight. Pat Hurst, Aaron Richardson, the great crew. Andy Moore, Avon Nissan. Terrific dealership.
You can't turn it over a lot when you're this closely matched as these two ball clubs are. And Red Devils on the season averaged 12 turnovers a ball game. Brownsburg only 9.8.
That's excellent.
Both are good. 9.8 is excellent.
10 is Quentin Bragg with a cross-court pass to Lackey for 3. No.
Hits both sides of the rim and comes off, and here comes the flying Pike Red Devils.
Conwell moved it across. Traveling is the call. Brownsburg Muffler and Service Center offers reliable vehicle repair services at affordable prices. Experience repairing all makes and models of cars, trucks, and vans. Brownsburg Muffler and Service Center at 660 Main Street in Brownsburg and brownsburgmuffler.com.
Well, you've already seen Pike turn it over a couple of times because maybe going a little too quick. They had it back and over at the 10-second line, that time of travel. They're really trying to go at a fast pace. They want to establish a lead in this ball game because they know Brownsburg is going to be more deliberate, work the basketball.
And speaking of Brownsburg Mufflers, where you can also find them on social media, that's a 3. And that 3 by Pierce Thomas. As Dave mentioned at the outset, he is one terrific player, Butler bound, averaging 23.3 per game. A whistle away from the ball, Dave.
Yeah, Pierce shoots a three-pointer at 39%. And as I mentioned, lately he's averaging in the last 3 or 4 games 27 points a game. So he's tuning up for the tournament. He's got it going very well. As a coach, you want to see your players playing their best basketball this time of year, heading into the sectional in about 3 weeks.
Foul on Dejon Pearson, away from the ball. Here's another foul, and we'll tell you that Andy Moore Kia, there's a fresh lineup. The Telluride, the K5 has replaced the Optima, and now the redesigned 2021 Sorrento. Andy Moore Kia and Avon, Joe Capitan, and Jesse and Lorraine and that great crew. As Thomas misses a long 3, and Joe Capitan's son, Bryce and Blake, football players. So Pike gets it back.
In order to speed the game up even more, the last possession, Pike went in a 2-2-1 full court press. Again, trying to get the tempo that they want to play, which is much faster than what is a preference for Brownsburg.
There's a long 3. A lot of long shots are being taken, Dave, in the early going. And most of them are not going in either.
Well, the thing that I mentioned in the lead-in, you want to take the first good shot, not the first shot that comes along. Work until you get a good look at it.
Sometimes they're synonymous, but Most of the time they're not. Here's Thomas, back out to Lackey. They work against the zone.
Remember Thomas, he plays inside outside. He's at the high post, but he also is a guard.
Lackey open for a three from the angle. No, and a whistle underneath. We'll tell you that Hoosier Village in Zionsville, the premier retirement community in central Indiana, supporting all levels of care. Hoosier Village, a nonprofit, will be opening 80 new independent and assisted living apartments on March the 1st. Learn more about everything Hoosier Village has to offer. Visit HoosierVillage.com. That pass intercepted beautifully by Devon Woods. There's a three. No.
Had his teammate wide open underneath, and Pearson, Pearson is 6'6", weighs about 260. Give him the ball.
Kaylin Carroll with a nice move to the hoop. The 6'3" junior averaging 6 points a game. Off the dribble. That is Devon Woods, the 5'10" sophomore. He's a good player, averaging 8.4 per game. A little over 3 minutes left in the quarter. And the ball knocked away, stolen, goes out of bounds. We'll pause for these words. We'll take the break. This first quarter brought to you by Hoosier Village, supporting all levels of care. It's Brownsburg by 1 on the high school basketball game of the week on TV 40. Back to first quarter action, brought to you by Hoosier Village. 80 new independent and assisted living apartments opening in March. Hoosier Village.
Last two possessions by the Pike Red Devils, they have had unforced errors. They need to slow down just a little bit, take care of the basketball. They made a nice steal and then go down there and then turn it over. You cannot have empty possessions.
We don't have stats on field goal percentage, but neither team is particularly good at this stage. Low scoring game, 5-4 with 2.5 to go in the first quarter. And a steal, and here comes Woods. Lead pass up court, and Ryan Conwell lays it in.
Ryan Conwell's a 6'2" junior. He averages 17.7 points a game, and he's their leading scorer.
And a move to the hoop by Carroll. He didn't score. The follow, no. Another follow and a foul as Tupola will go to the line. Good offensive board by him.
Nice offensive rebounds. Here's the replay on that. It goes down inside, and Pike cannot get the rebound, and Tupola stays in there. He's made a difference. We saw him open his game up against Westfield about a couple of weeks ago, and since then he's been really, really good. The coach says he has improved tremendously here in the last month.
Urban Air Adventure Park open in Noblesville. Let the kids fly through the park on the Skyrider, take on their climbing walls, or reach new heights on their trampolines. Urban Air, more than a trampoline park, the ultimate indoor playground for the whole family. Go to urbanairnoblesville.com to reserve your spot today. Let them fly, and Edward Jones underneath. Some good ball movement by Pike on that possession.
Well, that was a missed shot by Devon Woods, and Edward Jones did a nice job of finding the offensive rebound and putting it back in. That 2-2-1 press at Pike is giving Brownsburg problems. They've had a lot of deflections, a couple steals already.
Inbounding is Quentin Bragg. Very low scoring first quarter. 8-6 in favor of Pike, 1:40 to go in the period. There is Pierce Thomas. He can shoot, and he hits. And here's a whistle. Just that the ball had gotten away. But Thomas's jumper was a 2, and it ties the game at 8 with 1:32 left in the first quarter. Devon Woods looking to make his move. Luke Lacey not playing for Brownsburg today, had a concussion. Brian Conwell hits a 3. And Dave, he's a fine three-point shooter.
He's only a junior. He's an excellent three-point shooter, 38%. He's taken a large volume. He's now taken 104 attempts from the 3 line this season.
Ball knocked out of bounds. Bill Estes Ford, a proud sponsor of Brownsburg Athletics. Your local community dealer has a wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Easy, low hassle, no hassle pricing. Structure, you can upgrade your vehicle and get the car, truck, or SUV you've been dreaming of. Bill Estes Ford in Brownsburg. Under a minute left in the quarter. There's a nice move to the hoop and the bucket.
Edward Jones.
Financial guy, 6'5" senior, averaging 12.8 per game. Here's a whistle and a foul. We want to thank Papa John's Pizza, 530 East Main Street in Brownsburg, for feeding our crew tonight. Call Papa John's, get a 2 large 2-topping pizzas and a 2-liter of Pepsi, $24. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Down to about 27 seconds, but I don't think Brownsburg would hold it for 1. They trail by 5. I think they would be attacking a little bit. I said in the lead-in, they need to be aggressive to the basket and get some fouls called on Pike.
Well, they're going to play for the last shot, though. I understand your point, but they're playing for the last shot. We're down to 7 seconds. That's the man, Pierce Thomas. There's a long, long three, way off target. And that's going to end the first quarter. It's been brought to you by Hoosier Village. Learn more about everything Hoosier Village has to offer. Visit HoosierVillage.com. And now let's go to Coach Iso for the IU Basketball Minute Roundup with Pike ahead by 5. Tonight's second quarter brought to you by Bill Estes Ford, a proud sponsor of Brownsburg Athletics. Dave, your impressions of period 1.
Well, Pike was able to expand a little bit and create a 5-point lead. They turned it over too many times, but when you play really fast, you've got to tolerate that as a coach a little bit. You're going to have a few more errors if you play that with that speed.
There's Bragg. Carroll out to Thomas. And here's a whistle and a foul, and we'll tell you that Westfield Tire and Muffler, your Westfield Goodyear dealer, offers reliable vehicle repair services at affordable prices. Repairing all makes and models of cars, trucks, and vans. Find Westfield Tire and Muffler at 199 Maple Street in Westfield on social media or at westfieldtire.com.
Brownsburg being very patient, looking for a good opportunity each possession. Nothing wrong with that. Margin still 5. No one scored here in the second period. They got to find a way to get the ball down inside. I know that zone is tough to get it in there because Pike is very quick with their hands and they have good length. But they've got to find a way to get it in the gray paint in that lane area. Put the pressure on defense.
Pike ahead by 5. The game was tied at 8, so Pike on a 5-0 run. Carroll with a cross-court pass to Bragg. There's Thomas. Tough angle. Tough shot.
Well, he didn't have a good look, and he couldn't get his rhythm. He didn't have his balance, and he didn't have room to dribble to get his rhythm.
That was a long shot he just missed there, although he was squared up, and he had a good look at that one. Rimmed the basket. Oh, wow. That's a long, long shot. And the rebound taken down by Matt Scholes, number 42, just came in the game. He banks it home. And Pierce Thomas, the 6'6" senior, with a bucket. Nice pass inside. Oh, he missed the easy one, but the follow by Edward Jones after Kyron Montgomery missed the shot in close. Great effort by Jones to be in the right place by hustling and not quitting on the play.
Well, he didn't watch the shot. He didn't watch the ball in the air. When that ball's in the air, the defender's going to take a peek at it. That's the time that you cut to the basket and you establish inside position to get an offensive bound. Edward Jones did that very well.
Bragg, no. Another three-point shot, way off target. And the rebound taken by Edward Jones. It is Pike ball. That may be an offensive foul on Edward Jones. Well, they didn't call it that way. Andy Moore, Avon Nissan on US 36. 5 minutes from Avon High School, the #1 Nissan dealership in the greater Indianapolis area. That's where I got my Maxima. Pat Hurst, Aaron Richardson, the great crew at Andy Moore, Avon Nissan. He led with his left arm there. I thought they'd call a charge.
Yeah, I saw the same thing you did. I thought he pushed off to create some space. They saw it as a defensive foul on Schultz.
Muscling inside, and the ball knocked out of bounds. Hoosier Village in Zionsville, the premier retirement community in central Indiana, supporting all levels of care. Hoosier Village, a nonprofit, will be opening 80 new independent and assisted living apartments March 1st. Learn more about everything Hoosier Village has to offer. Visit HoosierVillage.com.
As Grace hustle play there by Thomas. They passed inbounded down in the corner, which you don't like to get the ball in the corner when you get trapped there. But Thomas was able to knock it loose, went off the Pike player's leg, out of bounds. And here they come against that 2-2-1.
That's Tyree Lackey. 5-point game.
As long as you hustle back out of that 2-2-1, if you don't get the steal, you're still in good defensive position. You're not. There's 2 or 3 ways to attack the press. One is to go straight to the basket and try to attack really hard down the middle. The other way is to set it up. So far, Pike has had success in making Brownsburg set the ball up.
Thomas following. Thomas saves the ball. Thomas with a good look. He's got it. He can shoot a 3 for Pierce Thomas. And a timeout, and we'll take it with him. We're going to take a break this second quarter, brought to you by Bill Estes Ford, a proud sponsor of Brownsburg Athletics. It's Pike by 2. This is the high school basketball game of the week on TV 40. We're back to second quarter action, brought to you by Bill Estes Ford, a proud sponsor of Brownsburg Athletics. And we approach the midpoint of the second quarter, and Pike leads by 2. Pike led 13-8 at the quarter. That 3 by Pierce Thomas sliced the 5-point lead to 2. That is Devon Woods off the dribble. Good offensive board and the putback by Ferguson, but he didn't score.
Heck of an effort there by Ferguson. It just sat on the rim for a half a second and then dropped off.
Here's Thomas for 3. I'll tell you, he's a great shooter, and when he gets squared up anywhere on the court, he'll hit.
If he's open and has his balance and squared up, as you say, most of the time it's going to go in. And as he's been really hot lately.
So Brownsburg with back-to-back 3s by Pierce Thomas is taking a 1-point lead.
Brownsburg has gone to a 2-3 zone of their own. Pike has been in the 2-3 throughout the ball game. They're going to try to make Pike shoot the ball from perimeter.
There's a long 3, and he's got it, and that was Omari Ferguson, who is now 7 of 14, 50% three-point land this season.
He hasn't taken a volume, but he's made them count when he shoots from out there.
That's what you like. Bragg, 3:20 left in the half.
Biggest surprise in this game is the low score, Howard.
Yep. Oh, what a terrific effort by Tyree Lackey. Tough angle, and he hit it.
On the Indiana member scoreboard, 18-18, you would expect it to more like to be in the 30s by now.
They're working against this Brownsburg defense. 3 men on him, and the shot is long by Edward Jones. The rebound taken down by Diallo.
That's a tough shot there by Edwards Jones. He just wasn't open, wide on the base.
Thomas from downtown Brownsburg, and he's got it. Oh, he's hot. He's hit 3 threes in a row, and a timeout is being called. Timeout being called. We'll take it with him. We'll take a break this second quarter, brought to you by Bill Estes Ford, a proud sponsor of Brownsburg Athletics. The score is Brownsburg 21, Pike 18 on the high school basketball game of the week on TV 40. We're back to second quarter action, brought to you by Bill Estes Ford, a proud sponsor of Brownsburg Athletics. Bill Estes Ford, your local community dealer, has a wide selection of pre-owned vehicles, easy, no-hassle pricing structure. You can upgrade your vehicle and get the car, truck, or SUV you've been dreaming of at Bill Estes Ford in Brownsburg.
Well, I'm sure Coach Zick was talking to this guy, says, hey, you got to find number 11. Pierce Thomas, in my record, has 16 points already. the team only has 21, so he's carrying the load for sure.
And now we're tied at 21. 2 minutes left in the half. Here's Lackey. Back outside to Bragg.
I mentioned earlier,
Steal.
Pierce is 6'6", but he plays perimeter. He handles the ball well, and obviously he shoots well from out there. So the next level, he's going to be a guard.
A steal and a foul, and we'll tell you, Indiana Members Credit Union, a local full-service financial institution and a proud sponsor of WHMB TV 40 Sports. We're tied at 21, 1:38 left in the half. That's a long three, and he's got it from downtown. Ryan Conwell, his second three of the game.
He shot 105 of them now, but he shoots it very well, 38%, and has pretty unlimited range.
Bragg back outside, and the ball knocked away, off-balance shot, and he got fouled. Thomas got fouled.
Here's a replay. You're going to see Thomas catch the ball here. He squares up, and you saw Ferguson come out and try to put the pressure, but he got part of the arm. Thomas goes to the line to shoot two.
And he's got the first. Andy Moore Toyota on US 36 in Avon. Minutes from 465. Great savings, great deals. Ben Mendoza, Chris, and Stephanie. What a selection of vehicles. That's where we got our forerunner, Andy Moore Toyota in Avon.
Pierce knocks both of them down. He's 74% on the year. Good free throw shooter. He's got a lot of things in his offensive repertoire.
Woods work it left side to Charles Channon, number 30. There's a long shot by Conwell that didn't go. Pierce Thomas with a rebound.
Strong rebound.
Well, he's a terrific player, and as we said, Butler bound. That's a three and swish for Quentin Bragg, whose three-point field goal shooting is not really good this year. 16 of 70 coming in. That's not a good percentage, and he's missed a few tonight, but he hit that one. 25 seconds left in the quarter. They may play for the last shot. Well, I thought they were for a moment. Now they might slow it down and do just that. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. They got to get going.
Wanted Conwell to get the shot. That's him with the ball.
He turned it over. We want to thank Papa John's Pizza, 530 East Main Street in Brownsburg, for feeding our crew tonight. Papa John's. Get a 2 large 2-topping pizzas and a 2-liter of Pepsi for $24. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. That, I think, would count, but it doesn't go. That's the end of the first half. The second quarter has been brought to you by Bill Estes Ford in Brownsburg, your local community dealer, with a wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. At the half, Brownsburg leads by 2. Now let's go to Coach Iso for this week's top 5 boys teams in Central Indiana.
This halftime tonight's brought to you by Urban Air Adventure Park in Noblesville, Indiana. Let the kids fly. Go to urbanairnoblesville.com to reserve your spot today. On the Indiana Members Credit Union scoreboard, you've got Brownsburg 26 and Pike 24 in a very close contest. Let's take a look at some of the individual feats here in the first half. Nice pass down inside Smith, but look at the follow. Boom, Edwards comes in there and puts it down. He had 6 points there in the first half. Nice steal. Devon Woods throws it out in front to Conwell. Conwell lays it off the glass for 2 of his 8 points. Conwell shows a versatility. He goes out and buries a 3. Outstanding half for Ryan Conwell. For the Brownsburg, shake and bake there by Kalen Carroll to get a lay-in for 2 points. It was primarily the Pierce Thomas show. There he is, deep 3. He had 18 points in the first half, and he had 4 3-pointers. There you just saw the second one go in. Tonight's halftime was brought to you by Urban Air Adventure Park in Noblesville, Indiana. Let the kids fly. Go to urbanairnoblesville.com to reserve your spot today. And again, on the Indiana Members Credit Scoreboard, a 2-point game. If you like close basketball and you would like to see some outstanding individual talent, stay with us. We'll be back in the third period in just a moment.
Tonight's third quarter brought to you by Brownsburg Muffler and Service Center, offering reliable vehicle repair services at affordable prices. Well, Dave, a nice comeback led by Pierce Thomas for Brownsburg in the second quarter.
It sure was. I have Pierce Thomas for 18 of the 26 points on the board. No one else on the team, 4 guys, had a single basket. He had 18. And on the other side, the Pike Red Devils, the leading scorer, Conwell, had 8 points in that first half. Edward Jones played well around the basket, and he had 6 points of his own. I thought that Pike settled down a little bit after turning it over numerous times in the first quarter, and I thought Brownsburg adjusted to Pike's 2-2-1 press. They turned it over 2 or 3 times, and then they got it together.
You think Pierce Thomas can be an impact player with Butler?
I do. He'll be a big guard. He's going to have to improve the ball handling and learn to develop the defensive skills on a real quick defensive assignment, because in that league, he's going to be facing quick guards all the time.
Pearson with a follow-up. He can shoot. He has great court presence. We look forward to watching him at Butler. Tyree Lackey and a steal. Terrific play there by Ferguson with the steal. And he changed his hands. Oh, great play at both ends by Omari Ferguson, the 6'2 junior.
And right out of the chute, 2 quick baskets, and Pike has taken the lead by 2.
And that's a travel, and we'll tell you that Hoosier Village in Zionsville is the premier retirement community in central Indiana, supporting all levels of care. Hoosier Village, a nonprofit, will be opening 80 new independent and assisted living apartments on March 1st. Learn more about everything Hoosier Village has to offer. Visit HoosierVillage.com.
Good look at Coach Lynch during that read. He's been here 8 years. He's won 131, lost only 58, and he's won 4 sectionals in the last 7 years.
He's a math teacher. And that ball is saved, and they start the offense over. Devon Woods hits a 3.
Woods, a 31% shooter. He's let it fly 44 times so far this year. They're staying in that 2-2-1 for the Pike Red Devils, and that slows Brownsburg down from attacking the basket real quickly, forces them to set up, and then they've had a couple of steals here in the third quarter already.
Ferguson just made one off a pass.
That foul's going to be on Quentin Bragg.
At Andy Moore Volkswagen, 0% financing for most 2021 models, 72 months. Say hello to new GM Mike Tellison. What a great dealership. Andy Moore Volkswagen in Avon.
Good look there at Pike's coach, Zick. He's been at Pike 11 years, won 181 games, lost only 88. 34 years of coaching career. He's won 436 games.
Bill Zick, yep, veteran coach. Pike not off to a good start in the MIC conference. And there's a blocking foul as Pearson makes a move.
You know, Pearson is a big boy, as you can see there, but he went under control. He didn't force the issue. If he did, he would have picked up a charge foul. So he did a nice job there.
Woods hitting a jumper. Pike 0-4 in the conference.
That's the second 3 this quarter for Devon Woods. There's that 2-2-1. It might behoove them, get the ball in the middle and then look down court.
End to end all the way, and the layup is missed by Diallo.
Got deflected by Pike out of bounds, so it'll stay there. But you got to attack the basket a little bit. I thought that was important that Brownsburg did that time. Get the ball in the middle, go to the hoop. If they collapse on you, kick it out to a teammate.
In this third quarter, Pike has outscored Brownsburg 9-0. 2-point deficit to a 7-point lead. Carroll. There's a long three by Thomas. Nope. And he's got it again. He's determined, but he lost the ball. And here come the Red Devils. And laying it up and in is Devon Woods. And an incredible run for the Red Devils continues. They're on an 11-0 run in this third quarter. We've played almost 3 minutes.
That last play, the important play, was made by Pearson. The big guy got on the floor, couldn't contain the ball, but he flicked it ahead to his teammate.
Quentin Bragg with a very tough angle. Nonetheless, he drains the three. Here's a three at the other end by Ferguson. That's good.
The Red Devils come in the locker room here in the third period, ready to go.
You got that right. That's for sure. They played great. What do you think Bill Zick might have said to him at the half? And Thomas off balance.
I'm sure he wanted them to take care of the ball, get a shot every time we have possession, because they turned it over a few too many times. And they're waiting until they get the shot. They're getting their feet under them. First time I thought they rushed it a little bit.
Edward Jones got the rebound at the other end. Devon Woods missed a jumper.
Nice lob.
Beautiful pass down low. Tough angle, but Edward Jones scores.
Great body control by Edwards. First of all, it was a great pass over the top of the defense, and then he didn't rush it. He used his body to shield off the defender and protected the ball.
Pike has outscored Brownsburg 16-3 in this quarter. There's another three by Bragg. He's not bashful. Ball knocked out of bounds. Brownsburg Muffler and Service Center offers reliable vehicle repair services at affordable prices. Experience repairing all makes and models of cars, trucks, and vans. Brownsburg Muffler and Service Center can be found at 660 Main Street in Brownsburg on social media, or find them online at brownsburgmuffler.com.
The other thing that Coach Zick is having the team do, there's Edwards wide open underneath. He's doing a great job. He's doing the work before he catches the ball. He's getting in position, shielding the man off before the pass comes to him, and then he puts himself in great position to score.
There's Lackey outside to Thomas. They're really trying to neutralize Thomas, and in this quarter they have so far. Lackey missed a three.
The other thing Pike's doing extremely well, they're owning the defensive backboards. They're only giving Brownsburg one opportunity.
And a loose ball and a held ball. Pike ahead by 13. This quarter brought to you by Brownsburg Muffler and Service Center. Experience repairing all makes and models of cars, trucks, and vans. We'll pause for these words on the high school basketball game of the week on TV 40. And welcome back. This quarter brought to you by Brownsburg Muffler and Service Center. They have experience repairing all makes and models of cars, trucks, and vans. Bragg with a pass inside, a nice play, and the follow, and it counts in a foul by Tupaola.
Made good use of his 6'6" size there, and plus he has long arms. He went up and got the rebound above people. Watch it there. There he goes. Two-hand rebound. You want to catch it with two. He was strong with it, didn't hesitate, didn't bring it down below his chin, took it right back up and scored it. Correct.
Nope, no three-point play. Here's a foul over the top on the rebound. You don't like to see that happen. Visit Andy Moore Toyota on US 36 in Avon. What a selection of vehicles. I mean, they got everything. We bought our 4Runner there. Andy Moore Toyota in Avon. Ben Mendoza and Chris and Stephanie and that crew will take care of your automotive needs. Andy Moore Toyota in Avon.
Another thing that Pike is doing here in the second half, and I'm sure Coach Zick addressed this at halftime, they're working the ball. In the first half, they're taking quick shots. Now they're moving the ball. That time there's 4 passes, backdoor cut, easy basket.
Ferguson scores. So it's a 13-point game. Wide open is Lackey. Tough angle. He didn't score. Offensive board and the putback underneath by Diallo.
Matt. There's 2 Delilahs, but that was Matt. They put it back in.
And here's a whistle. We want to thank Papa John's Pizza at 530 East Main Street in Brownsburg for feeding our crew tonight. Call Papa John's. Get a 2 large 2-topping pizzas and a 2-liter of Pepsi for $24. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Brownsburg broke the press that time nicely. Got the ball in the middle, sent it back outside.
Well, Quentin Bragg hits another one. Cuts the lead to 8. There's a long 3 that didn't go. And Pike maintains possession. Here's Devon Woods. They'll start that offense over.
There's a foul.
It's been a foul near the midcourt line committed by Diallo.
Trying to make a play on the ball, but anytime you reach with your hands and you're behind the guy, 99% of the time they're going to call the foul. There was contact there, but they're going to call it whether there's contact or not if you reach around.
There's another whistle and another foul, and Bill Estes Ford, a proud sponsor of Brownsburg Athletics. Your local community dealer has a wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Easy, low hassle pricing structure. You can upgrade your vehicle and get the car, truck, or SUV you've been dreaming of. Bill Estes Ford in Brownsburg. Andy Wernsman and Brian Weddle and company out there. There's a 3 that rims the basket. Offensive board. There's a foul. Play getting physical underneath.
That was Edwards that got that rebound, and he has really stepped up his game both with the offense and on the boards. Watch him go for this down inside. Drop step, up strong, and you're not going to stop it. Carroll fouled him, and that was the only way you could keep him from laying it in was to foul him, and it paid a dividend because he missed a free throw. He's only 58% on the season.
He'll get one more. A special hello to Matt Tyner and the great people at Williams Comfort Air. They take care of my heating needs, cooling needs, and plumbing needs with Mr. Plumber. Keith Passon, General Manager, TV40, also a customer of Williams Comfort Air. What a great job they do.
Pike staying that 2-2-1, and it's having an effect. It's slowing down the offense and so forth. That's what they need to do more of. They attacked it that time.
Tupola underneath got the pass, and he got the bucket as well. And now we're down to 33 seconds in the quarter. Pike has outscored Brownsburg by 9 points in this quarter. Pike trailed by 2 at the half, up by 7. They may play for the last shot of the quarter, and that's a good idea. And I think they're going to do just that.
Brownsburg's trapping out of the 1-3-1 trap, half court.
Wide open. Charles Channon, and the follow by Channon.
Very intelligent play. He had the 3-point shot. It wasn't a good percentage shot. He faked it, put it on the wood, got to the basket, laid it in. Outstanding play.
That's the end of the third quarter. This quarter brought to you by Brownsburg Muffler and Service Center on Main Street in Brownsburg, on social media, or find them online at brownsburgmuffler.com. After 3, Pike 47, Brownsburg 38. This is the high school basketball game of the week on TV 40. And we welcome you back to Brownsburg High School. A great third quarter for Pike, Dave.
Outstanding. They scored 23 points to only 12 for the Brownsburg Bulldogs. And Pike came out, used really good decision making on getting good shots. They also kept the pressure on with that 2-2-1 press. Both very effective. It kind of kept Brownsburg off balance. The last couple of times Brownsburg was able to attack it.
Ball knocked away, and he's fouled. Yep. Terrific defensive play by Tyree Lackey, and then he got fouled after he knocked the ball away, and he got hit hard. And that's on Charles Channon.
Channon was trying to recover the ball that he had just lost, and probably saved a layup, to be honest. Not a bad foul.
Tough angle. Thomas wasn't completely squared up. Didn't hit it. It's saved out there by Bragg, and they'll start the offense over. And they've held Pierce Thomas in check so far in the second half, Dave.
He has not scored a point, according to my chart here in the second half. And remember, he had 18 big points the first half. Part of that is this zone. They're really cheating toward his side of the court. There he is deep in the corner.
He got the three.
You heard me talking about him. He said, enough of that, I'll show you. He went down the corner, buried it.
Well, he hadn't taken that many shots either in the third quarter.
The Pike defense had really been paying attention to him, which they should.
Ball knocked out of bounds by Thomas. Good defensive play. Opening moment of the fourth quarter. Here is a timeout called. We'll stay right here and we'll tell you that Bill Estes Ford is a proud sponsor of Brownsburg Athletics. Your local community dealer has a wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Easy, no-hassle pricing structure. You can upgrade your vehicle and get the car, truck, or SUV you've been dreaming of at Bill Estes Ford in Brownsburg. Andy Wernsman and Brian Weddle and that crew over there. And we'll also tell you that Hoosier Village in Zionsville is the premier retirement community in central Indiana, supporting all levels of care. Hoosier Village, a nonprofit, will be opening 80 new independent and assisted living apartments on March the 1st. Learn more about everything Hoosier Village has to offer. Visit HoosierVillage.com. So, Dave, they've cut the lead to 6, and this is the closest Brownsburg's been in a while.
Coach Zick wanted to take a timeout and stop the streak, the run that Brownsburg had going, because you're right, Brownsburg had the momentum going there the last minute and a half. Good call by the veteran coach. Pike and Brownsburg both have had really good basketball tradition over the years. Pike won the state championship 3 times, 1998, 2001, 2003.
And the ball knocked out of bounds, and they turned it over, and Brownsburg gets it back. Remember that 2003 team, Larry Bullington, undefeated.
You know, I know they're still down 6 points, but Brownsburg has the momentum right now. They've scoring, they're forcing the turnover. Pike's got to tighten up a little bit.
And here's a whistle, and a blocking foul is called on Montgomery. And Andy Morkia. Oh, let's see, we got a replay here. Let's look at the replay.
Drive along the baseline and tried to get over there in time. Didn't make it. That was Montgomery sliding over there.
Well, a 3 for Quentin Bragg, and they've cut that lead to 3, and near steal there.
Brand new game.
At the other end, Ferguson hits a 3.
Big basket because Pike had given up about 5 or 6 straight points. They got to stop the bleeding a little bit, and that was a big basket. Thought he traveled.
Yes, I did too, and they call it. Yeah, he took a few steps before the contact. And Andy Morkia, there's a fresh lineup. The Telluride, the K5 has replaced the Optima, and the 2021 redesigned Sorrento. Andy Morkia and Avon. Joe Capitan and that great crew. Beautiful dealership. What a job Joe's done. He's been there a few years. And terrific. So a 6-point game.
Woods tried to split 2 defenders, and he was fortunate there. He lost control of the ball, but it hit one of the Bulldogs. And Pike keeps the basketball. They're trapping on the half court out of that 1-3-1 trap, and you got to move the ball.
Boy, is that a long shot. Offensive board, though, to Montgomery, and he's fouled.
Strong rebound by Kyron. Montgomery down inside. Watch the big guy down inside. He'll go strong after the basketball. He's got his man checked out very well in position.
If that's impressive when you do that off the offensive board, you check your man out.
Yeah, he was able to spin, maintain floor position.
Well, he misses. And here comes Pierce Thomas.
Like all close ball games, this one could well be decided at the free throw line.
A lot of threes in this game. Here's a whistle and a foul. We'll tell you that Westfield Tire and Muffler, your Westfield Goodyear dealer, offers reliable vehicle repair services at affordable prices. Repairing all makes and models of cars, trucks, and vans. Find Westfield Tire and Muffler at 199 Maple Street in Westfield on social media or online at westfieldtire.com.
Mike, keep in mind the free throw shooting, as I mentioned, is always a key in this kind of ball game. Pike shoots at the rate of 66% at the free throw line. Brownsburg 70%.
Thomas missed the jumper inside the lane. And Diallo picks up his third personal.
Pike's going to be shooting free throws the rest of the way. That puts them in the bonus. I mentioned how important that is.
1-1. No. Here's Thomas with a rebound.
That was an 85% shooter there, Conwell, that just missed that one.
Thomas end to end, and he draws a foul in the act of shooting.
Go see Pearson get part of Thomas. There's Thomas, little split, goes through, across the arms, good call. Pearson picks up the foul. Thomas is a 74% free throw shooter.
We'll get one more. Andy Moore, Avon Nissan on US 36, 5 minutes from Avon High School, near 465. That's where I got my Maxima, drove it here tonight. It's the #1 Nissan dealership in the greater Indianapolis area. Pat Hurst and company, Aaron Richardson, Andy Moore, Avon Nissan. Great selection of vehicles.
Pierce Thomas missed that second free throw. Got the ball club back within 5 on the Indiana member scoreboard. It shows the Bulldogs 45, Pike Red Devils 50. They're staying in that half-court trap. They'll trap the corners and at the end of the 10-second line.
And inside, nice move underneath, and Pearson scores.
Show how patient he was. Drop step, didn't hurry it right away. His drop step, got his balance, and powered it up.
Pierce Thomas, tough angle. He missed the shot in close. Getting a lot of whistles now.
I imagine the next 54 minutes and 51 seconds, there's going to be a lot of free throws on. Always is in a close ball game. As we said, Pike is now in the bonus. So Brownsburg, if they foul, you can make them pay by making free throws.
Well, there's a cross-court pass. There's another one. And that's a 3 by Conwell. And the follow by Ferguson. Now, with a 7-point lead, you want to be taking long shots like that.
Well, you want to be checking out if you're Brownsburg and not give them the second time. No one checked Pearson or Ferguson out that time, and he had an easy putback.
Thomas is squared up, man. When he's got a good look, he is tough. A timeout is being called. We'll take it with him. On the Indiana Members Credit Union scoreboard, 4:14 to go. It's Pike by 7 on the high school basketball game of the week on TV 40. And we welcome you back to Brownsburg High School, the home of the Bulldogs. Pike ahead, 54-47, and among the Brownsburg graduates, a man who won his second Gold Glove this season, Tucker Barnhart with the Cincinnati Reds, the Reds catcher. And there's a steal, but he got it back. Barnhart became the first Reds catcher a few years ago since Johnny Bench to win a Gold Glove, and he won another one in 2020. Layup is missed. We go the other way. And I tell you, with the fouls and the whistles, we haven't had a good continuous flow lately like we had earlier in the game.
Well, Pike's got to maintain spacing, 15 or 16 feet apart. Good, crisp, sharp passes, not turn it over. Protect the value of the basketball. Don't turn it over.
The difference in this game, Dave, is the first 4 minutes of the third quarter when Pike trailed by 2 and went on a 13-0 run.
Gotcha. Line's pretty steady, 75 or 85% from the line.
Ryan Conwell, yep, he's really good. 50 of 59 this season coming in.
Expect Pierce Thomas to have the ball a lot. He's got it there, but he's going to look for the shot.
And it's a three that didn't go by Bragg. They got it back, though. Big possession here. There's Thomas. Off balance, no. Offensive board, no. Tip is good. The tip by Diallo, and he's fouled as well. Wow, with a left-handed tip.
Watch this replay. 3 attempts, no check out by Pike. Up again, here comes DeLello. Boom, tips it in. Outstanding play by the senior.
And now for the three-point play.
67% from the line for the year.
Too strong. And the rebound grabbed by Pearson. He was pushing off with his left hand when he grabbed the rebound with the right hand, but they didn't call that. Indiana Members Credit Union, a local full-service financial institution and a proud sponsor of WHMB TV 40 Sports. Our good friend, CEO Ron Collier of Indiana Members Credit Union.
Young man at the line is a big, strong young man, 6'6", goes about 260, 270, 64% at the line on the season, but his strength is inside on the boards. He gets his hands on it, you're not going to get it away from him.
And he's got him. So the lead is 9. Brownsburg down 9 with the ball. A little over 3 minutes left to go in this one. Big possession. He's double teamed. You don't want to foul now if you're Pike. That's the last thing you want to do when you have a lead. Thomas, no, an air ball. There's a foul underneath.
Foul's going to be on Ferguson, I believe.
It's his third. Matthew Peck at the line. No, I beg your pardon. That is Diallo at the line.
Yeah, Diallo struggles a little bit there. 56% on the season. Got that one.
The lead is 8, under 3 minutes left in this one. Do you foul if you're Brownsburg?
It's a little bit too early to start that. Remember, they're in the bonus.
Short jump. Woods, and he's got it.
Great
Devon
control.
Woods with that jumper moved the ball around beautifully.
That shot was in close to the basket. That's not an easy shot. You get into an open hole there, you got to go up, release the ball quickly. And Woods did a great job of getting his balance, making a little 10-footer.
Bragg will inbound.
Got to defend without fouling, and you got to keep an eye on number 11 at all times.
There's a long one by Bragg. No.
That's
offensive board, though.
Well, no one checked Thomas out. You know, I'd be telling the guys, hey, of all people to check out, make sure that you get a body on number 11. He's 74% at the line, and he's such an important factor, obviously, tonight in their offense. You got to keep track of him all the time.
Visit Andy Moore Toyota on US 36 in Avon. Minutes from 465, minutes from Avon High School. What a selection of vehicles at Andy Moore Toyota. That's where we bought our 4Runner. Andy Moore Toyota in Avon. Ben Mendoza, Chris, and Stephanie will help you with your automotive needs and their sales crew.
Meet your passes. Don't get caught in a trap. Wide open lay-in.
And that's exactly it. You called it, Dave Nicholson. Pearson scores underneath. And the lead is up to 11 now with 2 minutes to go in this one. Thomas for 3. No.
That was a very long 3. But they are down 11. So they've got to make something happen in a hurry. They only got 1:59.
They'll probably foul now, I think. Well, you don't want to. They pushed it up court in a hurry.
Need to keep it out of the corners.
The ball knocked away, stolen. Excellent defensive play by Diallo. And laying it up and in at the other end is Taylor Diallo. And there's a layup. They didn't stop Edward Jones. And now some wide open basketball. It's an 11-point game. Brownsburg down, and we're down to a minute 15. Pull-up jump. Good by Quentin Bragg. And a timeout, and we'll take it with him. 1:09 to go. Pike by 9. This is the high school basketball game of the week on TV 40. It's a 9-point lead for Pike on the Indiana Members Credit Union scoreboard, thanks to Jeff Elliott, executive producer, production manager, director Dave West, the entire TV 40 crew. And there's a turnover, and so Brownsburg gets it back on the turnover off the inbounds pass.
Or if you're Pike, you can't do that. They got the ball inbounded down deep in the corner along the sideline. Not a good place. You want to try to inbound it more toward the middle of the court. That way you can go either left or right.
Under a minute to go. They got to get moving there, and Thomas with a short jump, and he hits it, and they call yet another timeout. We're down to 54 seconds to go. Game is not over yet.
Here's the replay on that last shot by Thomas. Nice bounce pass to him. He's wide open from the 12-foot line. Of all people that you leave open, it's not Pierce Thomas, because he's going to make you pay.
When he's open, he's deadly no matter where he is on the court.
Yeah, the key for Pike, of course, is to take care of the basketball. They can't be turning it over. They're shooting free throws on every foul, so if they grip the ball, value the ball, take care of it, they're going to get a chance to maintain their lead at the free throw line.
We want to thank Papa John's Pizza at 530 East Main Street in Brownsburg for feeding our crew tonight. Call Papa John's. Get 2 large 2-topping pizzas and a 2-liter of Pepsi for $24. Call 317-858-7272. Go online and sign out for carry-out or delivery at papajohns.com. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Pike may need to look down court. After they get it on court, now look down toward your basket.
They did just that. There could be a travel there. There is.
Yeah, that's a good call.
And again, Pike turns it over, and you see how upset Bill Zick, there he is, their head coach is. They've turned it over the last 2 times they've had the ball.
You can't shoot yourself in the foot, and the last couple of times Pike has done that.
So Brownsburg has a chance, down by 7. Pull-up jump is an air ball, and here's a foul underneath after Jones got the rebound.
They call it a jump ball.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
That was a great hustle play by Quentin Bragg to tie up Edward Jones.
There's Bragg.
Better keep an eye on number 11.
They got to get going. 30 seconds to go, and they're down by 7.
Don't foul him.
To the hoop, and a foul. I guess they didn't hear you.
See, I think that's a bad foul,
Sure.
even though he had a open layup, because the clock would have continued to run. So they gained 2 points. You're still up 5, and the clock's running, and it's going to be under 20 seconds time you get it inbound. So I would let him go to the basket.
And he'll get one more. Kalen Carroll at the line. Good free throw shooter, 75% this season, 12 of 16. And the lead is 6. No, too strong. Good rebound by Edward Jones. They're going to foul now.
Need to look down the floor.
Oh, he lost the ball. That's one of those turns. There's Thomas at the other end, and he hits a jumper, and they have cut that lead to 4 points. And even if Pike holds on and wins, and they probably will, up by 4 with 11 seconds to go, let's look at this replay.
Well, the turnover, too much dribble when there's 2 or 3 white shirts around you. Your teammates are open down the court. There's 3 guarding you. There's 4 on 2 out there someplace. So you got to see the court, pass the ball ahead down court.
I think Bill Zick's going to be upset even if his team wins, because they've turned the ball over 3 times in the last couple of minutes, and you're protecting a lead and you're doing that.
You'd be upset a little bit, but you're not going to be as upset if you win. If you lose, then, yeah, it's going to be a long bus trip, even though it's a short distance to Pike High School from Brownsburg.
But those turnovers have enabled Brownsburg to get back in the game.
Right. Yep, you got to value the ball. At this point now, Brownsburg either steals, gets a deflection on the inbounds, or foul immediately. Because, again, Red Devils have shown they're capable of missing a free throws at the other end. So that's the only hope they got. They got to either steal, get a deflection, or foul.
And they get the pass inbounds, and that was a foul, okay, on Quentin Bragg.
Yep.
Head on.
That's only, you have no choice but do that. And I believe that's Woods.
He got hit hard. He's a little shaken up.
He'll be okay to shoot free throws, though. 70% free throw shooter. He's a good player. He's had a good second half. He picked his offense up. He has 10 points here in the second half. Oh, yeah. You can tell the contact. He knows he's going to get hit. And Quentin hit him a little harder than what he intended to, I hope. He can seal the deal right here.
Nope, he's a 70% free throw shooter. And the one thing that Pike cannot do if this shot is missed is foul. If you make it, you're okay, because you can have a 3 and a foul. Nope, he missed them both. They're going to try a 3, but you can't foul them because it could be a 4-point play.
Let him go, let him go, let him go.
Thomas went in, no. Jump. I don't see that play.
It's a jump ball.
Well, you got 1.1 seconds to go. If you got the 2, you still had only 3 or 4 seconds. I thought your hope was to shoot a 3 and try to draw a foul.
Yeah, there's not too much strategy now. Which way is the arrow pointing? Unless they just changed it, it's going to be Pike's basketball. So all you have to do is float it down across the 10-second line. Don't touch it. I mean, don't touch the opponent.
Right.
If Brownsburg intercepts the ball, if they score, the most they can get is 3 points. If they throw in a Hail Mary, you still win. So I'm sure Coach Zick is telling them, do not foul. If it's going to be a collision, let them catch the inbounds.
There it is. Pike with a great third quarter wins this one. The final, Pike 64, Brownsburg 60. 64-60 is your final. This is the high school basketball game of the week on TV 40. Once again, that final score on the Indiana Members Credit Union scoreboard. Brownsburg and Pike. Pike 64, Brownsburg 60. On Friday night, we'll be at Zionsville. Lebanon versus Zionsville. For Jeff Elliott, Dave West, Dave Nicholson, the entire TV 40 crew, I'm Howard Kellman. Good night, everybody.